Yeah, I can see their health.
Hey, good. All right, so game three,
Wait, no, I can't. Damn it.
Nightbringer with the choice of battlefield this time. Again, more than likely taking shields. He gets a chance cube and a Vader's fist to start with, and he decided to keep both imposing presences. I've never been in that situation where I've had both imposing presences. I don't think I would keep both of them. Seems awkward.
Um,
Just gonna go
is this
ahead
the
and
best hand he's had in the series?
do.
Self-inflicted or not, Jan?
It's not bad. I'll take it. I wouldn't be playing that hover tank. Nightbringer wisely selects shields. Gonna be
Let's see if
playing a
Nightbringer
little
calls
bit slower.
5. I think Nightbringer's hit every single Vader's Fist the turn it's been in hand.
I mean, either one of these people calling 5 here is going to be pretty painful for the other person.
Is he gonna do it?
Boom! He says it.
Wow.
Snatches it.
So I
That
don't know how it was for you guys when you guys learned, but we had everyone everyone on our side is basically never call 5. It's it's almost always wrong to call 5.
I go over that a little bit in my regional article.
But sometimes I don't know. I'm not saying it makes it right, but sometimes you call 5 and you just run away with it.
Eh.
It's results based or results oriented logic, really. But
See
happens.
here.
Let's see what he
Will
calls.
Nightbringer say 5? Oh, he does.
All right, bring him out.
But we have a chance cube and a force illusion versus a tank and a TIE fighter. Now he doesn't have the money showing on board to be able to run away with things, but certainly bring the pain. I
What are we
mean,
doing here? What did I just miss?
missed a
Oh,
beguile.
okay, that's what.
Totally, totally worthless beguile. If that is your only removal, you have no methodology by which you
Damn,
can impact the board.
these guys are savages.
I think they're both playing on tilt somehow.
Yeah, they're both playing extremely aggressively.
Like nobody's gonna get what they want this round.
I feel like that was a spite 5 call. It's like, all right,
But
you call 5, I'll call 5.
by playing beguile like that, right here, Nightbringer's very well set up into next round, while Jan will be taking absolutely nothing with him.
Jan's gonna have a swarm of TIE fighters.
Very smart pulling the chance cube back up to be able to play the other imposing presence.
I agree. I guess he won't have a swarm of TIE fighters then.
He's not having anything.
You make him use it.
I mean, yeah, but
No. Okay. That's.
I
I
think
actually don't know which is better there, the indirect or the resource.
you need the resource. Nightbringer is going to be starting next round with a grip, we'll say. You are starting next round with barely enough to keep your hat on. You again referring to Jan because I'm biased to whoever's closest to me
Man,
on the screen.
maybe. All right. I have an alternate theory. Maybe they're not both tilted. Maybe they're so over Thrawn Snoke that they just don't give a shit.
That's basically tilt.
Yeah, I would call it format fatigue, but same effect.
I can I can get behind playing the Force Illusion.
You ship the tank, keep the TIE fighter.
Yeah. There is an argument in play for focusing over to damage and shields. because you're basically resolving at that point a Thrawn die as one disrupt, which is not something you want to do. You can get 3 shields out of it. Opponents starting between 6 resources in the next round, and the 7 is pretty minimal. And you could have just used the Jedi Temple claim to get rid of the other imposing presence anyway. I'm really surprised he threw away the TIE fighter there.
So he throws away the TIE fighter there to reduce either because he wants to dig deeper, or maybe he wants to like Hail Mary it into another TIE fighter and hope your opponent doesn't call too.
You got to force your opponent to call 2. Because if you don't, if he calls 2 and he doesn't have much removal, as is the case, you could Hail Mary into your other fist and come out ahead.
2 stifles. We already talked about 2 stifles. I think the second stifle is never needed until, like, you always have the time to roll it and see their hand and see if you need to play another stifle. Otherwise, you have the potential to just waste the stifle.
I very rarely find myself needing to play a stifle in the first place. It's like Grand Moff. It's a tool to be used when appropriate and necessary. I think he played them just to play them, and I don't agree.
Stop calling 5. Punished.
I'm running out of things to say about this fucking mirror match, man.
It's almost done.
It makes me want to blow my brains out.
They're keeping it exciting by playing Lisley.
All right. I guess he's gonna get his Grand Moff down, or his TIE Fighters, whichever he prefers.
TIE Fighters for sure.
I mean, I would say that. You would say that. Does Jan say that, or does Jan play this Grand Moff and taking a ban at all hope for no reason?
Oh man, I don't know.
He can't even Nightbringer can't even play this dorsal turret. He's got no damage potential. All he's doing is banking up money, waiting for a TIE fighter. So as long as Jan keeps initiative and says 2 on rollout, he's pretty much golden.
What about a fist?
Eventually. If you have 1 fist but no damage done, and it's like around 3, and you're walking up against 3 TIE fighters, I think that's actually an even fight. It's not an even fight round 1 because the fist naturally rolls better, but if you are going into a mid to late game round, 1 fist versus 3 TIE fighters, I think that's relatively equal. I would prefer the fist, but
I like fist. Fist saves you a lot of tempo, even though this isn't like a super tempo match. It saves you a lot of tempo, and all of its sides are basically live. Whereas TIE Fighters, you got to put a little bit of work into them sometimes.
I think with Grand Moff in hand and the potential to get more money, the indirect sides are nice.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, indirect sides are probably the best sides on the TIE Fighters, to be honest. It's definitely a slog.
I mean, I think
it'll hit critical mass soon, but we're on a threatless board. This is what, turn 2, and we will see threats come down, but there hasn't been one yet. So
whoa. Okay. All right. Yeah, they shortcutted.
Oh yeah. Okay. Power action disrupt. Yep. Yeah. So it's still gonna be a slog. What do? Do you take the resource? You play a TIE fighter. You do 2 indirect. Use the focus to make the TIE fighter do 2 indirect claim.
Probably. You don't want to get abandoned all hoped.
Don't reroll those. They're fine.
Actually, I think you. Cares about it. He's got double stifle. He's got double stifle. Doesn't matter. This round doesn't matter at all.
So you can reroll everything. Rerolling everything is fine.
Yeah.
Because the only way you would want to re-roll. Okay, Natty hit it.
Holy
Sure.
shit! So you can get all the TIE fighters down this round, all remaining.
uh, yep. A total of 3, and he'll have double focus. Feels good, I guess. Feels bad for Nightbringer.
I mean, I don't think either one of these individuals is particularly happy with their position.
Whoa.
No, that's perfectly fine.
Snoke already power actioned?
Yeah.
How many,
He power action
This
for
is
money.
only 2 TIE fighters, then it's not 3.
He can double focus them for money sides, which is exactly what I would do. Because
Yeah.
you want to thin your deck out, and you want to, give the other guy the business.
You're 100% on that? Because, so you would rather go into next turn with 3 TIE fighters, kind of assuming that the 3rd TIE fighter doesn't do anything special with its roll-in?
Yeah.
Versus, like, 4 indirect?
You've done nothing. You're not going to kill anybody. You're not going to get anything done. You need just dice. You need more dice than the other guy, and you need more dice in the long term. Now, he's not going to get tempo here, but
Stifles, just 4 of them.
getting the additional dice, I think, is long term success. No one's doing any damage.
With 4 stifles, yeah, I think 3 TIE fighters is nice because we're not going to see removal for a long time, if ever. I don't have their lists. I can't tell if they have 0 cost removal or even 0 cost events. But if they don't, yeah, the stifles might just stick around for a while.
So they actually don't. They have nothing that costs 0 except for Chance Cube.
Yeah. Seems good, I guess. Maybe. Seems bad. Depends. We'll go on and play it. That part's not hard.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Jan, stop. No. What?
I
I'm so
cannot
confused.
believe what I'm seeing here. You may as well throw.
What?
Yeah. May as well try to find 2 indirect.
But why? What am I missing?
Maybe you're missing.
Does he want to claim Spike and play a fist?
Maybe.
That's what he's doing. Okay.
It's viable.
I respect it. Oh, he doesn't want to.
That's not something I would do.
I would have played the TIE Fighter.
I would play all the TIE Fighters.
Right,
holy shit! So how many cards do we have left? What are our odds here? 19 left.
Punished.
Really punished. Massively punished. Because you know what's worse than
take a risk there.
You know what's worse than 3 TIE Fighters?
2 to 1 TIE Fighters.
2 TIE Fighters.
Play that TIE Fighter right now.
It kind of has to, and even then, it doesn't matter.
It has ambush. No, it has ambush.
What we see. This is what we're seeing.
Nightbringer's gonna call 5.
Nightbringer's not gonna call 5.
He's 100% gonna.
No, because if he had it, I guess Jan's calling 5 for no effect.
They're both gonna call 5.
But Nightbringer's not gonna call 5 because if Jan had Fist, he would have just played it. I would never call 5.
That makes sense, right? But I still think he's going to call 5 for reasons.
I will call both of you dumb if he calls 5.
No, don't call me dumb because I predicted it. I'm not saying it's the best line. I'm just saying that's my prediction. Let's see it. What do you think he should call? 2?
Walking into this situation, you just threw away the other TIE Fighter. Probably call 6.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't play ATSD. He's only got 1 in the deck, but if he doesn't play Fist and he threw away his other TIE Fighter and you have an ATSD in hand, you don't give a single solitary shit about anything else other than ATSD.
Nightbringer's gonna play everything in his hand this turn, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't. He didn't ping
5, 6.
So he called 1. I don't know why he didn't just TIE Swarm right there. Does he have any ties in the discard? Nope. I would have tie swarmed and then rolled.
It hurts. The greed. I respect that line, but where he did to try to claim and just have 5 resources, but you're not in like he wasn't behind enough to have to do something risky like that. He should have just been like, okay, I'll have 3 TIE fighters. 3 TIE fighters is pretty good against a board of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and the math just doesn't work out. I'm gonna bring up my little handy dandy calculator, and my gut feeling is that with 19 cards, one sample size of 5, I'm gonna guess that's somewhere in the order of like 30%.
There are 2 fighters in Jan's yard, right? So this TIE fighter doesn't have a buddy.
Okay, so he had a 26% chance to draw that second fist by foregoing the TIE fighters.
That low?
That low.
Oh, I guess one's already in the yard. Um,
And
yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I'll ask him about it later. Okay, that ATST is gonna like ruin you.
a little bit. That force lift is not going to do anybody any favors.
Here for damage now.
Yeah, paying 3 for 2 damage around doesn't feel great. And here comes the pain train. Population, you can't mitigate it. Because apparently this is a world where we see 4 stifles out and play at the same time. So at least we're picking up the pace here.
Yeah, I think it'll be over pretty quickly. I think the gambit that Jan took will lead to a loss, unfortunately for him. Yeah, Nightbringer just had like an ass ton of resources, and he has a bunch of threats in hand, and no one can play any removal. And guess which wins in a world of no removal? Lots of threats or no threats.
I mean, he's going to be able to get out the full tie swarm.
Maybe he should have
mediocre
focused to
roll.
the disrupt. I think he should have focused to the disrupt. Maybe. I don't know how many TIE fighters are left in the deck.
Nightbringer has all of them.
Do you focus to the disrupt to try to inhibit them from coming down?
I mean, you can bounce one.
I don't think you want to be bouncing him. I don't think that's the world you want to live in.
That's literally the only mitigation that's playable this entire game, is this force lift and these force illusions.
The force lift you can do damage with too. The special is 2 indirect or it's 2 direct or bounce something that costs 3 or less. That's the support.
Sweet. I don't care.
I don't know. I mean, that's
it's literally the only mitigation.
What I'm saying is, do you even use it as mitigation? Are you forced in some situation where you have to race against a superior board?
I mean, I think this game has gone so far off the rails for Jan as to be totally irrelevant what decision making process he uses.
Oh man. Okay. Also, I have another thing. So when the 5 are resolved with the ATST, if we know that no mitigation can be resolved, you shouldn't resolve it until you play all your TIE fighters because they have those +2s.
Yeah.
Small thing.
Yeah.
It has shown itself to be important here, but important in quotes. I don't think Nightbringer's going to have any issues. It matters. Sometimes these small things matter.
I think it's a perfectly salient point. I think he's going to get real sad that he can't play out any more TIE fighters. If he had one more TIE fighter, he could actually be threatening.
Oh. How happy are you going to be after this tournament when there'll be no more Thrawn Snokes like this, hopefully?
Thrawn Snoke is still around.
I know, but it's not.
It's not as common.
You shouldn't expect to see 2 of them in the finals anymore.
No.
I think I don't know how I am on the Grand Moff thing with Bitter Rival. I'm leaning no. I'm not as thrilled to put Grand Moff on a 10 health character.
It depends on whether or not you're willing to just auto concede the Jin cast matchup.
I am never willing to auto-concede any matchup.
Then you need to keep Grand Moff in.
I choose to play a different deck.
Okay.
Third option.
I mean, sure. That's pretty viable. But I think we're saying the meta shakeout right now is you have to come damn close, if not actually going all the way towards just conceding a meta matchup.
Yeah, that's interesting because I haven't been playing for the full lifespan of Destiny, but I'm playing for a lot of it, and I haven't really seen a meta like that before, where most decks have an auto loss. Kind of a novel thing.
I think the closest was Legacies, but even then, like there was a lot of things that had game, and that was good. That was good, forcing the Force Illusion.
Yep, hitting the second Force Illusion.
Or making Nightbringer make the choice at least about the Force Illusion. We'll keep at least one TIE fighter off the table there. Handy.
If Jan slams an ATST and destroys the other ATST, does he have a chance? Even game again? Technically, he's ahead. Thanks to ye old Force Lift. He has to have tempo.
No, because he's not going to play out the TIE fighter. He's going to play out this tank. And he's going to, he's going to focus into 4 damage on the tank and 3 direct to follow up.
Do you ever burn a stifle here? Or do you just accept that they're there?
Just accept it. He's got, there's 2 of them. Like, what are you doing?
Natty.
I guess he could just focus into. I think he's got a 2-sider. That's 6 direct. He could just kill Snoke here.
Oh, he's burning one.
Sure, why not? Just focus into 6 direct damage and ass blast.
What are the sides on this thing? He's got a 2.
Kill Snoke outright. Why not?
You can't kill Snoke outright. You need 6 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You use the black 2 on the hover tank and the blue on the
I don't know why he's re-rolling for this.
I think he doesn't see the line.
No, I think he's just trying to come out with. Yep, there you go.
Damage.
That's what he wants. Yep. So he can get the other TIE fighter out. Well, he needed one of those results. He needed the +2 or the money or the black 2.
Oh no, he definitely has lethal for Snoke.
Oh yeah, 100% lethal for Snoke. Now
lethal +2
could threaten a hurt on Thrawn, but I don't think he would take. I don't think he would use the Force Illusion on 10 damage or 8 damage.
8 damage, 6 damage.
No, it would be 8. If he wanted to put all modified damage into Thrawn, I don't think he would use the Force Illusion there. But that's a reasonable option, you know. Make him make that choice. Make him
cut the dice in half.
That's fine. You make him make the choice. And you can eat a butt fuck ton of cards.
All right, what we draw?
ATST for both.
Is here.
ATST is for everyone.
I think ATST is too late to the party. All right, I don't know what we're looking for. If we're Jan, what are we looking to do to win?
Nothing. You can't win here.
Okay. So we're going with the opponent rolls nothing but blanks through all of his rerolls line.
Because he's only got 9 cards left in deck. He can't bust. He can technically bust through the other stifle, but probably not after this Thrawn roll in.
There's too much dice to control.
Yeah, and so you just focus up to a bajillion D direct damage with modified sides, and he can't Force Illusion it. And even if he gets a max result on this Separatist landing craft in his hand, It's only going to add 2, which, it's not hard to
Maybe
find
you
10
can
damage.
maybe you can slam down the ATST and hope you get lucky and kill Snoke. Oh, I called 6. I got nothing for you now, my man. I actually got nothing for you.
Yeah, it
I
does.
think
It
that
does
was the best
mean
line though. If you try to find lethal for Snoke before he does something dangerous.
it does mean that Jan will not lose this round if he clears the stifle immediately.
No, that can't possibly be true. There has to be a gross abundance of lethal on the other side of the board. So there's 4, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 18 damage on the other side of the board. That Thrawn is super dead.
He's got to find the focus for it or roll it naturally, which is pretty likely. But he does have a beguile that he can play if he if he overconfidences right now. If he overconfidences right now and gets 2 shields on the Separatist landing craft, it's health, not immediate game loss. But
I think you need to be doing really loose plays and just trying to roll damage and just hope that there's a miracle in your opponent.
his max damage, absolute max direct damage, is 5.
Yeah.
You
go super ham. It's more than 5, right? It's
dorsal and 2 ties. That's 5 damage, man.
Dorsal twice.
Direct, so 6. We'll call it 6. If you want to go indirect, then it's a total of 8 damage.
You get.
Oh, he's off to a start. He's off to a start. But even if it was 6, like, that doesn't kill Snoke. It gets him nowhere.
Yeah, no, you have to. I think you would actually have to do the indirect there.
I don't think it matters.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to do like 0.0001% win rates. I don't know how to figure those lines out.
You don't. You just call it good, and you concede.
Yeah, you can save yourself some stress. Look, you're probably not going to be the guy that gets the 0.0001 game win. That's probably not going to be you. So
I would pull that chance cube up.
For rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I don't think anything matters.
As well. Why not? You know you have super lethal. You know he's going to control at least 2 of your dice in some fashion. Take the extra reroll on the chance cube.
This is disgusting. This board state. This is why Thrawn Snoke is. All we're missing is the fist.
I think this is a very different game if Jan had taken that third TIE fighter. Yeah.
If he had not gone for the gambit.
Here we go. 2 shields. 2 shields on that.
2 ATSTs. Man. I don't know. We're creating a lot of dead space in the air, but there's not too much to say, really.
Like watching your kid drown.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Maybe the neighbor's kid drowning.
Oh my god. Where's that fist?
So
his other fist is in the bottom 4.
So one more time. I think you were still supposed to roll out your TIE fighters first.
No, because he's got the other
+2s. You can't force illusion it.
I mean, sure, but he still has another ATSD, and he knows he has overconfidence and beguile in hand, and so there's no reason to let it hang out there after being stifled. Was this played? What happened?
No. He only has a beguile in hand, and there is a stifle.
Yeah. So this. Yep. Okay. So that's game. There's no way to actually lose here if you're Nightbringer. I don't think.
You could disconnect, right?
I guess. This line of play is really
exciting.
Whoa.
How much health does Snoke have?
Whoa. Wait.
Was that a single focus?
Hold on.
Result of the double focus?
Was one TIE fighter already on modified? Both Thrawn, dice. I'm a dum-dum.
We're the best spectators ever. It's not our fault. The game is
Oh my god. Alright, so.
fatigued us. You know, the worst part is like you're like, wait, hold on there, even though that's definitely not lethal and you're super dead. Can't do that. Which I understand.
I mean, 5 damage is 5
you gotta
damage.
follow the rules. You gotta follow the rules, but
Oh, it could be even more. This battle droid.
here comes a droid. Oh, the droid could be lethal.
So here's what's gonna make Jan real mad is when he goes and realizes that this dorsal is gonna go away when he resolves this.
Oh.
So if he puts that out,
I wasn't thinking about that.
if he puts that out, that dorsal is gonna go away.
Are you gonna let him figure it out?
I'm gonna wait for him to fully resolve it.
Do you think he'll concede after that?
I think he's gonna be pretty unhappy. Oh, here we go. He's thinking. You found it. Nightbringer's being real nice. He's letting him take
Are you
it
sure
back.
we're not streaming? Oh, Nightbringer told him.
I think he realized it, and Nightbringer allowed him to pull it back.
Fair.
Because Nightbringer is not particularly concerned in his ability to close this game out.
Miracle Run right now. Oh no, that's the the tank is gonna do 4 instead of 2 damage now.
Yep. Yeah.
Not that matters. Not that anything
Pay
matters.
your money.
This game has been over for not even since this turn, really. Since last turn, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Show me that 2 indirect. All right,
He's got the 1. He's getting the 1 indirect, man. He's making progress. And
so we need to find 6 damage for lethal. We're showing 3.
I mean, no. We need 8 damage for lethal.
4 plus 4 is 8. Yep, you're right.
Oh, gets that deflect out.
I have a question. Can you deflect your own die?
Yep. You
I
can.
Don't know why you would I don't know why you would ever do that.
Modified sides. I've done it. I haven't been happy about it, but I've done it.
Huh. I don't like deflect.
Oh, just pitch your other 2 cards. Go for the full lethal. Pitch your other 2 cards. Come on. What are you doing? You've only got 3 damage. Gotta find another one. You already wasted your focus. Alright, there you go.
Boom.
Sloppy.
Alright. You never have to do that again. Are you how excited, Barry?
I'm very excited to never have to do this again. So big thank you to everybody who participated in the league. Big thank you to everybody who is participating in the Season 8. Season 9 details will be going up in the next couple of weeks. And that should be good. Thank you, Lake, for stopping by and making sure I didn't kill myself doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you for bearing through all of my uninformed calls in the first 2 games before I could see information.
It is what it is. So, congrats to Jan. I'm sorry, congrats to Nightbringer. Now I'm
Congrats to Jan.
Congrats to Jan for coming into 2nd place. Congrats to Nightbringer for coming in first. I think that's it.
Nightbringer played better. You gotta give it to Nightbringer. I'm like he had some better draws sometimes, but I think he also played much better than Jan did. Maybe not much better. I don't want to get flamed later, but he definitely played better than Jan.
I have already blocked out the last 2 hours from my memory, so
there you go.
I don't know what happened.
It's a mystery.